Unlock the secrets of price action, your roadmap to HAL profits. Hey there, fellow investors. Want to unlock big gains with Halliburton or HAL? Of course you do. We're talking about serious money here, folks. The key is understanding price action. It's like reading the stock market's mind. Price action tells you everything you need to know. Are buyers in control? Or are sellers running the show? Once you learn to read these signs, you can predict HAL's next move and rake in those sweet, sweet profits. So buckle up, Buttercup. We're about to dive deep into the exciting world of HAL price action. Think of a stock chart like a map. Price action is the terrain. It shows you the peaks and valleys of HAL's journey. By studying these movements, you can spot trends and patterns. These patterns reveal where HAL might go next. It's like having a crystal ball, but instead of magic, we're using cold, hard data. This isn't about guessing. It's about understanding the language of the market. And trust me, once you learn it, you'll be speaking fluent profits in no time. Technical analysis. Riding the waves of HAL's price charts. Alright, let's get technical. Don't worry, I won't bore you with jargon. Technical analysis is simply using charts to study price movements. It's like being a detective, but instead of fingerprints, we're looking for clues in HAL's price history. One key concept is trend analysis. Is HAL's price moving up, down, or sideways? This tells us the stock's overall direction. Next, we look for support and resistance levels. Support is like a floor. It's a price level where HAL has trouble falling below. Resistance is like a ceiling. It's a price level where HAL struggles to break through. These levels are crucial. They can signal potential buy or sell opportunities. If HAL breaks through resistance, it could be ready to soar. But if it crashes through support, watch out below. Volume analysis. The crowd's whisperer. Hear the roar before HAL leaps. Price action is important, but it doesn't tell the whole story. We need to know what's driving those price movements. That's where volume analysis comes in. Volume tells us how many shares of HAL are being traded. High volume means lots of activity. Low volume means things are quiet. Think of it like this. Price is the direction and volume is the fuel. Volume spikes are like flashing neon signs. They tell us something big might be happening. A huge surge in volume on a green day. Bulls are charging in. A massive spike on a red day. Bears are wreaking havoc. But it's not just about the spikes. Consistent high volume during an uptrend, that's a sign of strength. Consistently low volume during a downtrend, the bears might be losing steam. By analyzing volume, we can get a feel for the conviction behind those price moves. Moving averages, smooth sailing, or rocky seas ahead for HAL. Charts can be messy, right? They're full of zigzags and fluctuations. That's where moving averages come in. They smooth out the noise and show us the underlying trend. Think of it like looking at HAL's price through a special filter. There are two main types of moving averages: simple moving averages, or SMA, and exponential moving averages, or EMA. SMAs give equal weight to all price data. EMAs give more weight to recent price data. This makes EMAs more sensitive to recent price changes. Traders use moving averages to identify trends and potential buy or sell signals. For example, if HAL's price crosses above its 50-day moving average, it could signal a bullish move. But if it drops below its 200-day moving average, watch out. The bears might be taking over. Section 5. RSI, is HAL overheated or ready to explode? We've talked about trends, volume, and moving averages. Now let's talk about momentum. Is HAL's price move strong or weak? The Relative Strength Index, or RSI, can help us answer that question. The RSI is like a speedometer for stocks. It measures the speed and change of price movements. The RSI oscillates between 0 and 100. A reading above 70 usually signals that HAL is overbought. Think of it like a car running too hot. It might be time for a cool down. A reading below 30 usually signals that HAL is oversold. It's like a car running on fumes. It might be ready to refuel and surge higher. The RSI is a powerful tool for identifying potential trend reversals. But remember, it's just one indicator among many. Always use it in conjunction with other tools and analysis. Section 6, News and Earnings, the catalysts that can launch HAL into orbit. Technical analysis is crucial, but it's not the only game in town. We also need to keep an eye on news and earnings reports. These events can send HAL's price soaring or crashing down to earth. Earnings reports are like report cards for companies. They tell us how much money HAL is making or losing. Good earnings can send HAL's stock price through the roof. Bad earnings can send it into a tailspin, but earnings aren't everything. We also need to pay attention to industry news, economic data, and even geopolitical events. All of these factors can impact HAL's business and its stock price. Stay informed, my friends. Knowledge is power in the stock market. Section 7. Chart Patterns. Deciphering the language of HAL's price history. Remember how we talked about charts being like maps? Well, chart patterns are like landmarks. They're recurring formations that can give us clues about HAL's future price movements. Some patterns indicate a potential trend continuation, while others suggest a potential trend reversal. One famous pattern is the head and shoulders pattern. It looks like, you guessed it, a head and shoulders. This pattern usually signals a trend reversal from bullish to bearish. Another common pattern is the double bottom pattern. It looks like a W and often signals a trend reversal from bearish to bullish. By learning to recognize these patterns, you can anticipate HAL's next move and make smarter trading decisions. Section 8. Swing trading versus long-term investing. Which HAL strategy suits you? Now that you understand the basics of HAL price action, let's talk strategy. There are two main approaches to trading HAL swing trading and long-term investing. Swing traders are like surfers. They ride the waves of HAL's price movements, aiming to profit from short-term swings. Long-term investors are like marathon runners. They're in it for the long haul, aiming to build wealth over time through HAL's growth potential. Both strategies can be profitable, but they require different approaches. Swing traders need to be quick and decisive, using technical analysis to identify short-term trading opportunities. Long-term investors can be more patient, focusing on HAL's fundamentals and long-term growth prospects. The best approach for you depends on your risk tolerance, time horizon, and investment goals. Section 9. Risk Management. Protecting your HAL investments from unexpected storms. Trading HAL can be incredibly rewarding, but it also comes with risks. The market is unpredictable, and even the best traders make mistakes. That's why risk management is crucial. Before you hit that buy or sell button, you need a plan to protect your hard-earned money. One of the most important risk management tools is the stop-loss order. A stop-loss order is like an insurance policy for your trades. It automatically sells your HAL shares if the price drops below a certain level. This limits your potential losses. Another important rule is to never invest more than you can afford to lose. The stock market is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's a marathon, not a sprint. By managing your risk, you can stay in the game longer and maximize your chances of success. Section 10. Putting it all together. Your winning HAL investment strategy. Congratulations! You've reached the end of our crash course on mastering HAL price action. You've learned about technical analysis, volume analysis, moving averages, RSI, chart patterns, and risk management. Now it's time to put it all together. Remember, there's no magic formula for stock market success, but by combining these powerful tools and techniques, you can gain a significant edge in the market. Start by identifying HAL's overall trend. Is it bullish, bearish, or neutral? Then look for support and resistance levels to identify potential entry and exit points. Pay attention to volume patterns to gauge the strength of the trend. Use moving averages to smooth out price fluctuations and identify potential buy or sell signals. Monitor the RSI to determine if HAL is overbought or oversold. Stay informed about news and earnings reports that could impact HAL's price. And most importantly, always manage your risk. By following these steps, you can make smarter, more informed trading decisions and boost your chances of achieving your investment goals.